Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome back to 10th class English. In our previous classes, we have already discussed about the lesson at the high school. We came to know about Gandhiji's sweet and bitter experiences at the high school career. Today, we will discuss about the grammar points given in the prose. So let's have 10th class text grammar at the high school. In English, some words have fixed opposite meaning words. In English, there are words which have a direct opposite meaning words. But there are some other words which are made by using other words whose opposite words are made by being added with prefixes. So, means what there are some other words which are made by using negative prefixes. So, let's know what are the negative prefixes. In English, there are negative prefixes, and those negative prefixes help us to make oppositive word. So negative prefixes are one lettered or more than one letters added to the beginning of the word to make it its opposite meaning. They are like in, on, ill, d, im, dis, ab, miss, it is. These are the negative prefixes generally used in English to make opposite words. Now let's some example. Here are some words made of negative prefixes and root word. The first word is abnormal. This word is made of two parts. One is ab, that is negative prefix, and the other is the root word normal. So ab plus normal is abnormal. Its Odia meaning is
Aswabhavika.
right, swabhavika or swabhavika. As is the case in Oriya. Generally, sometimes we also do opposite words by using negative prefixes, or in some case we call them upasarga. So proper apposoni like this. So different negative prefixes are there in Oriya. So our concern is about English. So these negative prefixes are used with the word to make them its opposite word. The next word is disappear. This word is made up of two parts. One is dis, another is appear. So dis is the negative prefix, appear is the root word, and its Oriya meaning is
Adrusya heba.
right. Next word is impossible. It is made up of two parts. One is imp, and another is possible, and its meaning is
Impossible.
Asambhava. Right. So the word is impossible. So im is the negative prefix, possible is the root word. Next word is misunderstand. So it is made up of two parts. One is miss, another is understand, and miss is the negative prefix, and understand is the root word. Its meaning is
Bhul bujhiba.
right. Next word is demerit. It is also made up of two parts. One is D, another is merit. D is negative prefix, and merit is the root word, and its meaning is
Durguna.
right. Next word is illegible. It is also made up of two parts. One is ill, another is legible, Ill is the negative prefix and legible is the root word and its meaning is
Aspashta.
right. Next word is intransitive. Here is the word intransitive. So this is made up of two parts. One is in, another is transitive, and its meaning is actually by mistake I have not written its meaning. So actually its meaning is akarmaka. Its meaning is
Akarmaka.
right. Next word is unlucky. What did I say?
Unlucky.
Unlucky. Made up of two parts. One is un, another is lucky. On is negative prefix. Lucky is the root word. So its meaning is avaga. So here there is an instruction. Write the following sentences replacing the underlined words by. Here is a mistake. Just 1 minute. By a single word, okay, by a single word, right? A single word, by a single word. So read out the following sentences replacing the underlined words by single words, right? By a single word. By single words with their opposite or negative meanings. Opposite or negative means what?
Viparita.
Or nasti suchaka. Yes, the first one is remote tribal areas among hills and forests are not still reachable. Here, two words are underlined. One is not, another is reachable. We have to replace the two words by a single word, and the single word will be like this: unreachable. What did I say? Unreachable. First remove not, in place of it let's use what?
Unreachable.
Unreachable. Unreachable. Okay. Now the sentence became remote tribal areas among hills and forests are still unreachable. Now move to the next one, that is the younger generation is not interested in the traditional occupation. We are directed to replace the two word phrase that is not interested into a single word, and that is disinterested or uninterested. What is right? Tell. Who can say? The younger generation is not interested. Not interested. Who can say the single word? Yes.
Not interested.
Not interested, single word.
No. Uninterested.
Uninterested, right. Not disinterested, that is uninterested. Okay, now let's do it. First remove not. Okay. Then add un. Uninterested. Okay, done. Next move to the next question, that is question number 3. The stranger did not talk in a polite manner. Here two words are underlined, not and polite. Okay. In place of them we will write a single word, and not polite is equal to
Impolite.
impolite. That is impolite. So first let us remove not here. Okay, and add negative im, right? Negative prefix im. Okay, it's the sentence became the stranger did talk in a. Did is not necessary because we removed not. So it will be talked. Ed, okay. The stranger talked in an, it will become an, right? In an impolite manner. Next one is many people are not happy with what they have. Not happy.
Unhappy.
Unhappy, that is unhappy. Remove not, then use un. Okay? Unhappy. The sentence became many people are unhappy with what they have. Next question is dull weather does not make us active.
Inactive.
Inactive. Not active means inactive. Remove not, then remove does, and make will become makes. Okay. Dull weather makes us what? That is inactive. That is inactive. Right? Inactive. Okay. Now let's move to the next sentence. That is what? Human wants are unlimited. Human wants are. Next question, please read. Question number.
Human wants are
Not limited. Yes, that is human.
Wants are
Wait 1 minute. Limited. Just 1 minute. Yes, not. So human wants are not limited. We need to replace the two words not limited by a single word, that is unlimited. Okay, that is
unlimited.
unlimited. Next one is yes. Next, they are not managing the. Next question is they are not managing the organization properly. Not managing.
Mismanaging.
Mismanaging. The mismanaging. Okay. That is, let's remove not. Okay, removed. Next, add miss, M-I-S, miss. Okay, mismanager. They are mismanaging the organization. Okay, they are not managing. They are properly. Will be removed. Okay, the sentence, mark the sentence. They are mismanaging the organization, right?
Okay.
They are mismanaging the organization. Next sentence is his inaugural speech was not motivating. Okay, the two words are here. Two words are underlining, that is not, another is motivating. We will replace them by a single word, that is
Demotivating.
demotivating. Not, let's remove not and use what? D. The D is the negative prefix. So the sentence is his inaugural speech was demotivating. Right. Next, they did not behave their guests well. So here we need to replace the phrase not behave by a single word, that is
Misbehave.
that is misbehave. Not behave means misbehave. Okay. Misbehave. They did. We removed not means we have to remove
Did.
the helping verb did. Okay. And we will use here D.
D.
Okay. So they misbehaved their guests well. They misbehaved their guests. Well will be also removed. Okay. Okay. The sentence should be they misbehaved their guests. First we removed not. In place of it we used negative prefix. Then replaced did. Then made the verb past tense. Then removed the other unnecessary elements. Next one is this. The soul is not mortal. Not mortal means immortal. Okay. Let's remove not and use immortal spelling
IMMO.
I am. Just we will add I am. I am. Okay. The sentence became the soul is immortal. Okay. Then we will discuss a new grammar point, that is nearest past and distance past. So let's know what is nearest past and distance past. For example, most of the times, on many occasions, we discuss two happenings in the past. Sometimes we talk about two happenings in the past. First, an action takes place, then another action takes place. For example, when I reached home, reached is the first action, reached is a verb. When I reached home, father had left for office. Here, two verbs are used. One reached, another left. Could understand? In this case, in the past, the two actions had taken place. First, which action took place? Who can say? First, who? I reached or father had gone? Which is the first?
I reached.
No.
Father.
When I reached home, father had gone. Which action took place first? Father had gone or I reached?
Father had gone.
Father had gone. Could understand? Then I reached. So the action father had gone is distant to the present, and I reached is the nearest to the present. Could understand? So in the nearest action, the verb should be in simple past, and in the distance action, the verb will be what? Perfect. Past perfect. Okay. What did I say? In the nearest action, the verb will be in simple past. In a distance action, the verb will be in past perfect. For your clearance, I must say in Oriya, thare thare ଅତୀତରେ ଦୁଇ ପ୍ରକାର କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଅନୁଷ୍ଠିତ ହୋଇଥାଏ. ଫର୍ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ପଲ୍, ମୁଁ ଆସିଲା ବେଳକୁ ବାପା ପଳେଇ ଯାଇଥିଲେ. ଆସିବା, ପଳେଇ ଯିବା, ଏଇଟା ଦୁଇଟା ଭେର୍ବ. ଏ ଭିତରୁ ତମେ ଆସିବା ବାପା ପଳେଇବା କାମଟା ଭିତରୁ କେଉଁଟା ଆଗ ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲା? କେଉଁ କାମଟା ଆଗ ହେଇଯାଇଛି? ମୁଁ ଆସିଲା ବେଳକୁ ବାପା ପଳେଇ ଯାଇଥିଲେ. କେଉଁ କାମଟା ଆଗ ହେଇଛି? ବାପା ପଳେଇ ଯାଇଥିଲେ. ରାଇଟ୍. ତମେ ଯେଉଁ ଆସିଲ ସେଇଟା କ'ଣ ହେଲା? ନା ସେଇଟା ହେଲା କ'ଣ ନା ପରେ ଆସିଲ. ହେଲେ ପରେ ଆସିଲି ଯେଉଁ କାମଟା ପରେ ହେଉଛି, ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ କଲ୍ଡ ନିୟରେଷ୍ଟ ପାଷ୍ଟ, ମାନେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନକୁ ନିୟରେଷ୍ଟ. ଯେଉଁ କାମଟା ଆଗ ହେଇଯାଇଛି, ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଡିଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ପାଷ୍ଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଜେନେରାଲି ରିଟର୍ନ ଇନ୍ ଏ ପାଷ୍ଟ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ. ଦି ପାଷ୍ଟ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ structure is head plus verb PP or verb past participle. Could understand? So here is an instruction. Sometimes we talk about two actions taken place in the past. One of them must have taken first and another next. So the first action taken is distance to the present time, and the second action is nearest to the present time. Hence the first action is written in past perfect, whereas the nearest past is written in simple past. Now let's do some exercise. Okay. The boys had all left. Mark the box. The boys have all left. Okay. I reached the school. There are two actions in the past. So there is such another sentence in paragraph 3 of the text. This is here is the example. Before I, number 1. Okay. Before I reached the school, the boys had all left. Here two verbs are there. One is reached, another is had left. Reached is in simple past and had left is in perfect past perfect. So reached is nearest past, had left is the distance past. Okay. Now let's have question number. All guests had arrived before the party started. It's already done. Now let's move to the next question. Who days for lunch after mother days the eggs?
We sat for lunch after mother had
First we will discuss which text, which is nearest past and which is distance past. Then we will do it. We sit after mother dash the egg. Fried first or sitting you set first. Mother fried first or you set first. Tell me. को कामटा प्रथम है माँ भाजवाटा आग है ना तुम बसवाटा आग है भाजवाटा है तो दैट इज डिस्टेंस पास्ट इट शुड बी इन पास्ट परफेक्ट हेड एंड फ्राइड थर्ड फॉर्म इज फ्राइड हेड फ्राइड एंड दिस वन इज सेट इट्स ए सिंपल पास्ट इज सो दिस सेंटेंस विल बी वी सेट फॉर लंच आफ्टर मदर हेड व्हाट आफ्टर मदर हेड yes tell
fried the eggs.
Fried the eggs. Now let's do the example number 1. All guests arrive before the party started. Start. Here is the start. Wait just 1 minute. Okay. First question. Question number all guests
had arrived.
Wait. Arrive and start. Two words are there. We have to know which is nearest past and which is distance past. All the guests days before the party started. First what happened? Arrived happened or started happened? Arrived. So the verb form should be had arrived. All the guests had arrived. That is had
Arrived.
Okay, wait. Just 1 minute. Had. This one is arrived. And this one is party. All the guests had arrived before the party started. Okay, we shall do it. ED. Next, remove. Okay, done. What happened? Mark the sentence. All had arrived before the party started. Next, we sit for lunch after mother fry the eggs. Those sentence will be like this. We set yes for lunch after mother
Head
fried. That is head fried. Spelling R-I-E-D. Remove bracket. Okay, removed. Then this bracket. Yes, removed. Now the sentence we said for lunch after mother had fried the eggs. Next question is when Mahatma Gandhi days India days her freedom. So pass away and achieve. Which action took place first? First India had Gandhi died. Who Gandhi died or India got freedom? Which took first?
India with freedom.
India
Achieved freedom.
yes when Mahatma Gandhi
Mahatma Gandhi passed away.
so this should be simple past. When Mahatma Gandhi passed away, just 1 minute. Passed away. When Mahatma Gandhi passed away, India, yes, tell me.
Had achieved
Right. Had achieved.
her freedom.
Right. Had. Okay. India had achieved. When Mahatma Gandhi passed away, India had achieved her freedom. Right? Next sentence is like this. What is the next? The train, days before they reached the station,
Had left.
had left because this took place first. So the train had left. Let's do it. Had left. Had left. 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 Yes, let's remove bracket. Had left. Had left. When they reached the station, right? When they reached the
station.
when they reached the station. Okay, done. Next word is that is
Normat.
spelling.
NAMRATA.
The Q is wrongly inserted. Namrata. Okay. Namatra
Posted
the letter after she had written it. Right?
posted. Namrata posted
Namrata posted the letter after she had written it. Posted. Namrata posted the letter after she had written. That is WRITTEN. Right? TTN. Okay. Next one is the patient days before the doctor come.
The patient had died.
The patient had died. First patient died, then doctor came. Died is the first incident, and came is the second incident. So the patient had died. What did I say?
Had died.
Had
Died.
died. Right? Had died before the doctor came. Okay? Before the
Doctor came.
yes, before the doctor came. Okay, done. Next one is the patient had died. The sentence should be like this. The patient had died before the doctor came. Okay. Next one is the farmer dash the field before he dash seed. The farmer had plowed. First, this is the first section,
Fast.
plowed. Then
Had.
wait, just 1 minute. Had. The farmer had plowed the field before he
Showed.
SW,
ED.
yeah, ED. Showed
Seed.
okay, done. The farmer had plowed the field before he sowed seed. Next sentence is the prices days B. Give long before this cultural program start. Now
The prizes had been given.
yes, had
Been.
B's third form is been.
Been.
So had been. What did I say?
Had been.
Had been. Wait, just had
Been.
been. Yes.
Given.
Given. Given.
Ven.
Okay, done. Given. We will remove it. Right? Given long before the cultural program started. Right. Started. Ed. Right. So the sentence became the prizes had been given long before the cultural program started. Next, if clause. We will discuss about if clause. Here is a sentence. If I had not acquired the little Sanskrit that I learnt, then this is the if clause. Another clause is there. I should have found it difficult to take an interest in our sacred books. In this long sentence, there are two clauses. One is if clause, and the if clause ends with a comma, and main clause begins with the I should. So, generally in our 10th class English, we are asked to make if clause. These if clause are otherwise known as conditional clauses. In Oriya, that is sartamulaka vakya. Here, in these types of sentences, the if clause is a conditional clause, the other is a consequent clause. So, if this condition is fulfilled, it will happen. This is the essence of the sentence. Now, let's do it. They did not start early, they missed their train. Could you understand? They did not start early, they missed the train. So, its meaning is they did not start early means what in Oriya? Who can say? They did not start early. Se sahara baharleni. They missed the train. Tangara se train dhari parleni. Oh, if we do it, use jodi in Oriya, jodi. That is if clause. So, jodi semane sahara bahari thante, train dhari parithante. So, while doing if clause, we need to know that if there is not in the sentence, it will be removed. If there is not in the sentence, we will use. If not is used, we will remove it. If not is not used, we will use it. So, they did not start, not is here.
If they had.
Not is written here. Could understand? Mark the sentence. They did not start early. Not is written here. Not is written here.
Started.
Okay, not is written here. Is not there not in the sentence?
No.